It's time for me to have a really nice big double IPA brewed here in Ireland from a brother brewing. Have a look at this one. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to Views and Brews. I'm Brendan and this is O Brother Brewing's Neon Twisted Love. I'll give you a little show of the can here so you can see. I'll slowly turn it around. I'm not sure. I think there's a lad, is it ADW or someone who does the artwork for these cans. I'll see if I can look it up afterwards and put it in the notes. But they seem to have started off this really interesting range of like funky can label beers. I've had several new beers from them and they all are just one after the other, just fantastic beers with really great artwork on the cans. So, and this one's no exception. This one is called Neon Twisted Love. It's got a lot of neon signage on the can label. Some guy with a hello bubble above him, an entrance, Chinese, Japanese right in there, and a beating heart. It just makes for a bit of interesting labeling, really. It says on the back, this is Neon Twisted Love, a brother dipper with Strata, which is a new, really interesting, enjoyable hop that I like, and azacca. So Strata and azacca. This is 8.1%. Unfiltered, unpasteurized, unadulterated, drink fresh. The best before date for this is the 30th of June 21. So we've got a good seven or 8 months on it. So we're doing absolutely fine. This is really, really fresh can of beer. What else can I say about it? Yeah, A Brother Brewing are independently brewed. A Brother Brewing, you can see the symbol on there. That's, I think, the three brothers is what that their logo is. Did I get that right there? Just have a look at that. Yeah, and they're down in County Wicklow. All along that east coast of Ireland are some fabulous breweries, quite a lot in that area at least. But I'm just going to crack this one open now and just get into it. Just coming off the back of a 3.8% Berliner Weiss, totally different style. So I think I can easily manage a double IPA now. Really nice glass we've got it in here, which is a straight-edged wine glass from Lervig Brewing, which a friend gave to me. Cheers, Lars Savage. Whoa. Okay, on the nose on this beer, I'll talk about the aromas in a minute, but a lot of the fresher beers that I'm getting these days, as soon as you even pierce the can lid open, you're getting aromas just bursting out. And that's just a sign of where Ireland is in terms of packaging their beer for sale. That you know, we're brewing the right amounts that get out to the people like myself and yourselves quickly and that are as fresh as possible. So another beer that I can just smell this from where I am right now. The hops are just absolutely everywhere. I'm guessing that's the Strata hops, but who knows? Anyway, I am going to have a little look at this one here. It has a very orange juice, slightly orange, slightly yellow, slightly gold, but hazy complexion to it. A nice thick head of foam that I know is going to get even thicker as it's just moving around in one piece, and it's really densely compact, very nice. But it's all about the aromas on this beer so far anyway. Like it hardly matters what it looks like, but it's nice that it's got a thick head of foam on the top. Double IPA has much more malt in it, so you're going to get a lot more head stability, a lot thicker foam. and it's going to hang around for a lot longer. So that was always going to be the case in a well-brewed double IPA. But the aromas, there's unmistakably berry and melon straight off. It's all about the Strata hops. Now, I did a little digging on azacca hops. I've used them before, but I couldn't really remember. And what they actually are is what I was thinking they were probably going to be, which is just a tropical, all-round fruity tropical hop with that citrus and grapefruit going on and mango and all that sort of tropical aromas. But there is a dank but melon sort of aroma coming off of this beer, but also bright and fresh like berries. I've had Strata now, and I think 4 different beers, and twice it's been like this. The first time was in the Reckoner from Whiplash Brewing Company, which was an incredible beer, and now this one. I'm not sure if you can hear, but my nasal passage is I think it might be coming down with a bit of cold. But this is just absolutely bursting with aromas. And it's, some beers, like, you get great flavour in them, but you don't get a huge amount of aromas. But this beer, you could just sit here for 10 minutes and just smell the thing. It's just absolutely fantastic on the nose. Slight bit of passion fruit, slight bit of pine. Give it one more spin. There is that dank sort of idea that, I feel like some of these ideas are planted in your mind. There's a new hop. The idea behind Strata is it has this cannabis aroma to it, in the terms of like fresh green cannabis, like wafting in the air, that kind of aroma, not burnt in a joint, but just like you're in amongst cannabis leaves. And honestly, I just don't think it's that at all. What I think it is very sweet, ripe Galia or honeydew. No, not honeydew. I'd say Galia melon or cantaloupe melon. Just something that is so melon-like that it has that green, fleshy sort of feel to it. Then there's the berries, and then there's this passion fruit. It's just so good on the nose, this beer. And that's all down to it being fresh. If you get it as cannabis, all the better for you. But this beer is coming to me. I just know before I've tasted this is going to be absolutely sensational. Anyway, cheers, Slancher. Thanks, oh brother, for brewing this beer. And let's give it a go. Big sort of hits of melon and like dank but not overly bittered, piney, resinous character to the beer. Straight away is the first thing you get, but you're also immediately noticing that there's a really good medium to heavy bodied full mouthfeel beer that you're drinking. So oh. There is a little bit of maltiness going on in there as well, which you'd expect in an 8% beer. You're going to get malt. But what these brewers are managing to do is set the platform for the hops very well, in that they're not allowing the malts to compete or combat with the hop character. So the malt just sits there in the 20 to 30% range, maybe 40 you could say, and then the hops they're the star of the show, and they're absolutely fantastic. Big mouthfeel to this beer. I wonder, does it say what's in it? It does say And that sort of sums it up. It's got barley, but it's also got wheat and oats in it. And I could get that on the mouthfeel. It really does feel full. So this is going to be one of those beers that you sip and it grows in flavour as you drink it. Oh, mountains and mountains of flavour. The great thing that I like about this beer already is that the hops aren't hugely bitter. I wouldn't be surprised if I spoke to the brewers and I found out that they didn't put bitter in hops in this at all, or if they did, it was a very small addition, and maybe they focused everything on the whirlpool and the dry hop. Azacca is a great dry hop beer. From what I remember, Strata is going to be an absolute banger of a whirlpool and dry hop beer. Dry hop. The restrained bitterness and the combination of those two hops are what make this beer absolutely delicious. It feels decadent. There's this nice, really thick, silky smooth mouthfeel. You know, you get this oiliness around the mouth, but it's not so dank. It has a dankness to it, but it's a mellow dankness. And then you get those melon tones from the hops coming through it, and it just all fits well together. It's another sign of another Irish brewery putting together fantastic recipe that really works and everything sits well with each other in the beer. Fantastic beer. Let me have another sip, see if I get anything else. Yeah, really, like you could say that is cannabis-like, but you know, we were talking fresh bud, fresh leaves rubbed in your hands. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if that's a bit of a gimmicky attempt at trying to sell the hop to the public, but it does feel like, yeah, it has similarities. Definitely fresh green plant, but really it's really fresh green melon is what you're getting. That with like a mellow dankness in the back. So that dankness, when you add it with that green, you know, people are obviously going to draw the notion that it's cannabis-like. The thing about this beer, I mean, Neon Twisted Love here, this beer is, the thing about it is those two hops are just absolute crackers and they work so well together. You know, you're getting mountains of tropical, you're getting grapefruit, you get not too much grapefruit, a little bit, but you're getting that really nice tropical element, not too dank and resinous, well, not too resinous, but fairly dank, really nice. I like, I'm struggling to say anything that I don't like in this beer. It's a banger. It's an absolute banger from Oh Brother Brewing. That's my view on this brew. Down in Wicklow, three brothers. I'm not sure if maybe I've got that information wrong. I'll try and look that up. But they're brewing some cracking beers now. I've got a couple more in their fridge, so they'll be coming up soon. The glass is Lervig glass, and I think this beer suited that glass, to be honest, because I could really swirl it around, get all the flavours out of it. If I'd have put this in a pint glass, I think I would have just ruined the whole experience. Anyway, that's my view on this brew. Slant your cheers. It's on to the next one. Goodbye.